Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this live stream. I hope everybody is really doing well. I think morning live session was awesome, in my opinion. Played out perfectly. What did I mention as in the morning as well? That a small push up, one more push up, sweep the highs, and then a certain that's kind of a dump is what I mentioned in the morning as well over the live. Similarly for Ethereum, is you guys know that what did I mention for the Ethereum is $1,758 is where I'll be looking for a push on the Ethereum, and from there certainly dump. So this is a very interesting for me as well. Honestly, this is a perfectly played out. Unfortunately, the only thing that I'm worrying right now is the total. Actually, total is at a very big support, guys. Equilibrium, that's like a big level of support, and the dump you're seeing here is a sort of dump that probably you cannot have a proper wave count on these sorts of dump, because what happens is even if you look at the 15 minutes chart, you won't be able to have a proper wave count like 1 2 3 4 5. But certainly you need to wait for more price action to form so that you will be able to long. But however, if you look at from this perspective, the total is at equilibrium and it's a very big support. You also need to certainly have some level of confluence. And what confluence do you need is the fibs. So basically, if you just look at from the fibs perspective, I don't see any confluence here. The confluence is at 953 billion to 947. That's like a golden pocket zone. And the only levels, only thing I can say is yes, it is an equilibrium support. So basically, what we can anticipate for crypto market cap total is probably a nice chop, and probably something like this, a further one more dip like this, and that's our demand zone over here around 940 billion. And then probably that's gonna be like A, B, and C, or maybe like the bottom might be in for. The total, because that might be A, B, and then we're looking for one more push up for C, and forming like a very nice, I would say, a very perfect, a rising channel. And then probably we look for a dump like this. I think we have discussed this in the morning as well. So I think I more or less, I think on the hours and time frame looks like the local bottom for the total crypto market total is in local bottom, not like a absolute bottom. No, it's like a local bottom for me, like the crypto total market is in. Similarly, if you look at from the Ethereum perspective, you know, on the Wall Street group, I mentioned 1590 is going to be a very nice levels for bounce. The 1590 exactly, and it literally bounced like 1.37%. I literally booked some profits around 1610, almost like 50%, and then went out with putting stops at break even. And this fibs is where I was also having some orders. I posted this chart and showed you in the morning as well. The 702 fib is absolute the beast fib. You can also call it is like a what do you call it? It's like a liquidity pool. So that's where the big liquidity, and that's where the big players are going to get liquidated, and then you're gonna get some push on the upside. Now, not necessarily that this is going to be like absolutely. You cannot say that this is like the bottom and this is like the and this is like the bottom and we're just going to have a V-shaped recovery. Not necessary, but we might just probably look for a very nice range kind of a structure, because if you look at from the perspective of the M15 here on ETH, we already swept the highs. So what you would want to see is, certainly you want to see is we go for like a double bottom kind of a thing, like 1579, and then probably forms a range kind of a structure, and then we look for break off or retest of 1640 levels. Um, Certainly, that is what I'm anticipating, for ETH. And the 1640 is going to be the first levels where I think I think if we do break the 1640, the squeeze literally going to go happen to like 1694. And because there is nothing between 1640 and 1694, load of shots are going to get trapped here, and they're just going to get wrecked if they don't take profits. So we are literally going to most likely form a small range, bullish range, in my opinion. However, if you do flip the levels of 1624 over here on ETH and we don't want to break down, then I do think that probably we should be looking for a flip and like this and go up, or That's going to be a very, very interesting scenario. Is the whole moves on the structure that we are watching here is a big wave one, two. That was our wave two, and this move is down is like our wave three here. A, B, C, wave four towards 1640 accumulate there, 1650. That's like we go to the September opens 1553. That's where you literally go and long 1550. 6 to 1546 is your optimal trade entry zone, and from there we look for a big kind of a move here. So I think there are a lot of options over here right now on the lower term time frame for scalping. And for swings, you want to short. I think the first swings, the short is literally over here. 1694 levels is where we should be looking for shorts, and or maybe even this zone is where we should be looking for swing shorts, with our stop loss being here. That's where we should be eyeing swings. For scalps, as I mentioned, if you do get something like this over here, we long take profits at previous week equilibrium. Don't short it, but take profit once we start breaking inside the range again. Short it with your stop loss here. Go down, deep down, 1553, 1546. Take profit because that's going to be our fifth wave here, and then you can certainly look for a nice inverse head and shoulder and pump forward to 15th of September is where probably the Ethereum merge is going to get complete. Mostly the Binance, I got a mail from Binance as well. I'm holding like 325 ETH, and the similar time I'm also having a short open on ETH. Literally, as I mentioned, this July high is where you should be looking for shorts, and that's exactly where we have shorted the July highs. I am having the shorts from those levels for this Ethereum POV reclaim. So basically, the Ethereum, basically, I will be also, my trade is literally in profits right now because my buy price was lower and I got a hedge, nice hedge. So I have secure profits, if I have to say. But if we start breaking up from 785, probably let's say to the tomorrow, I don't think it should break up. But just in case if it starts to break up, then we have a problem. So or I will have a problem. But anyways, I think the Ethereum POV is like a 1:1. Probably they're going to distribute. So I'm going to get certain 325 ETH POV. So let's see. But you know what I want to tell you is, even if you look at the funding on Ethereum, it's literally like the funding I have never seen for Ethereum. It's like 154% a year, on Bybit. It's like amazing, amazing. The highest is on literally, I would say, is on OKX, but the second highest is on Bybit right now. And a lot of people are not shorting, but they are hedging. Even I hedged, because for hedging you have to short it, and that's what people are right now doing: panic shorting, panic, because they are like, oh my god, if we really dump, their Ethereum spot bags are literally going to lose the value, and hence you want a squeeze. So this shorting is not like, and they don't care actually. They don't have they are shorting with just like 1:1 extension or 1x leverage. They are not shorted with like 50x, 25x, 10x. No, it's just 1x. Even I have done it with 1x. It's like hedging. You literally hedge your funds. So it's like your spots are gonna pump simultaneously. Your short is going to pump. Basically, it's a no profit and no loss for you. So basically, your money is secured. Even if Ethereum dumps, you don't have to worry about it. It's like main major the fundings what you are seeing is prima facie not because of people are shorting, but prima facie a lot of people are literally hedging. But yes, I do not have to ignore that this was literally a sell-off and not kind of a hedge. But this was a sell-off actually. If you look at from the on exo charts, you will clearly see with the dump, the open interest literally got wiped off because of literally the longs were getting liquidated over here, and also the shorts were opening from these levels once we start losing 1638. So I think if you do flip 1640 or 38 levels, I think a lot of shorts are going to get trapped here, and probably a lot of shorts are going to get trapped in my opinion. So, having said that, if literally Ethereum goes for a double bottom kind of a thing, I think Bitcoin is literally then probably should be eyeing 20,000 400 to 20,200 levels, because it won't stop then. So if you do, Ethereum goes for one more push down, and the Bitcoin is literally going to do something like this. So hence, what I feel is, most likely, I think Bitcoin is not going to go anything under 20,400 bucks. It's going to hold these levels. You have a very nice support, a local support. We have lost 20,800, guys. Remember, 20,800 was our previous support, like a ESR, as you can say. And now we are losing it. It's not a good sign, of course. But any push you get it towards 21,800 or 21,500 is for sure thing, until proven otherwise. Because this dump, what I'm watching and seeing is like 5 waves. It's not ABC. It's a clean 5 waves. So you need a structure where, the dump looks to me like a corrective move, which means that if you say that, is it possible that Bitcoin can do something like this? I would say no. Why? Because the structure, the dump that I'm seeing and I'm watching right now is 5 waves. It's not, A, B, C. No, it's not W, X, Y, X, Z, or anything. But it's a clear 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's like a 5 waves here, what we are watching. So practically, even if we go here, I think this is going to be your 100x leverage longs, in my opinion, with your stop loss at 19,600, and your take profit targets then would be something like this is going to be A, this is going to be your B, with your stops above these levels, and this is going to be your C again towards 19,300. We discussed in the morning 19,200, 19,300 levels. Basically, this is where you should be eyeing for longs, because what I think is the CME is forming a very nice 3-tap setup. The harmonic that I mentioned in the morning as well, guys, if you remember, this is the same harmonic which was there in the morning when I mentioned I do expect rejection from Bitcoin, and probably would like to see the 786 and 886 Fibonacci levels to be tested. That's like 19,340 to 19,000 to 18,900 bucks. So something like this, and then probably, but you don't want to see that we just keep on dumping like this straight away. No, if we do something like this, then it will be very bad, which means that we're not going to long here, but we will certainly going to long here. However, if we do something like this, then we are longing here, go and do something like this. So the target would be 29,560 is what I would be eyeing then for Bitcoin. But I would be now looking for swings around 19,340 to 18,900 bucks. With my stop loss would be 18,365, and that limit I would set once I see the something like this. You want to see A, B, and C kind of a structure, something like this, because that will also give you a very nice harmonic kind of a structure. As you can see, a very small harmonic, probably 786, probably a retest of 22,385. And then you should be eyeing 886 over here, or 786. Yeah, somewhere around 19,000 bucks. The 786 would be somewhere around 19,385. So that's that. This is how you want to see if we literally, want to hold these levels of 18,460. So this is what I am expecting. In the morning, what did I mention, guys, for Solana? This is your biggest resistance in Solana, guys. Don't FOMO. This is levels you would be looking for shots, and literally dumps almost like 7.5% on Solana. So doing well. SPX, SP500, guys. I did post it in Watchwell group. You guys know it. I mentioned that over here when we were red, I mentioned that I'm expecting a push up towards a 4106 and maybe towards 4158. 4106 and 4107 was a very nice levels for me because of the 0.5 FIB, and we got a nice dump. What I'm expecting for SP500 is we're going to do something like this probably, and a small a push up like this, and probably something like this is what I would be eyeing for SP500. And let's say if we do lose this, I think it's going to do something like this. Then we're going to sweep this lows, but a very nice catch over here is, yes, we have tested the 618, but if this move is like wave 1 and this is wave 2, then it's going to do something like this, 3, 4, and 5. So that's where our big dump would be. But let's say if this move is like wave A and we want to do wave B, so we can do something like this, wave B and then dump like this. So maybe for that purpose, we will be probably holding the levels of 3,664. So I have two moves, probable two scenarios for SP500. My favorite scenario, what I think it's gonna happen is, we're going to do something like this for SP500 and gonna sweep this lows, and going to do something like this. So we're going to dump. So SP500 is literally going to dump hard. Similarly, I also mentioned about the USD dominance, guys. What did I mention? That I'm expecting a push up on the USD dominance, and would like to see something like this, A, B, and C. That's what I mentioned, correct? And luckily, I think we got our move, so which is commendable and which is really good. What I feel right now is, I am personally looking for a move up to 618. That's like a golden pocket zone, somewhere around 7% to 7% levels, and then probably a retracement from there to around 786, and then we go for 886 pips, or we go for higher highs towards 1298, or maybe even 1618. So practically, this is how I see the USD dominance. So if this is how it plays out, guys, you want to long when the swings you want to play. Swings you want to play when the USD dominance goes to the levels of 7%. That's where you start looking for or eyeing for longs, and probably to play, like, because we're going to completely retrace this whole pump, and I'm eyeing another 7% dip. So that's where you're going to make nice money, like 6 to 7% move. And once the Ethereum merge is over, we're going to have a 19 to 20% dump across the board, where Ethereum is going to dump very, very hard, ladies and gentlemen. So that's what we have for the market at this moment. So right now, we just have to play scalps, nothing else. Not interested in any sort of swings right now. Whatever you want to play scalps. That's it. You're not looking for any sort of swings. Cardano, what did I mention? In the morning, I would like to short at 0.54 levels. But anyways, looks to me like we did not get our shots, but the plan is still fairly, we want to short it. So yeah, I'll be eyeing 40 cents is what I'll be eyeing. Phantom, FTM, the way the structure and the move is for the Phantom is not that good actually. Why? Because if the move, I would say, would be bullish, you need to have a market structure break. But we did not got this market structure break. But the good sign about the Phantom, what I can see so far is the move over here is 5 waves, and this move is A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So practically 24.5 is where I think Phantom is going to probably bottom, somewhere around here, and you're going to see something like this for Phantom. Your stop loss is going to be very minimal. So this is how I see Phantom in my opinion. So basically, this is move is like A, B, 1, 2. We are doing wave 3 right now, a small wave 4. So wave C is going to finishes like this. And I'm not sure if this move is wave 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, or this move is a big ABC of something. But nevertheless, whatever the price you get it over here, I think this is the levels where you should be eyeing for at least a spot buy for Phantom with a very tight stop loss of 23.8. So basically, the big on the daily, as you can see, the 3-tap setup looks amazing. So I think this is how you should play Phantom on the lower term time frame, guys. We already on the Coinbase, the 0.5 pips have been tested, but I don't think 0.5 is gonna hold for now. So most likely, as I mentioned on the Bitcoin, this levels of previous week equilibrium to September opens is where you should be looking for a swings. And that's where, the USD dominance is also going to probably go and test the levels of 6.99 to 7%, and might be looking to form this kind of a harmonic. Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, this is what I have. And woo. And last chart, probably Ethereum Classic. And this is how the Ethereum Classic went. any probably retest of 37.1 is where I'll be eyeing shots. Most likely, this is how I see Ethereum Classic being. It's going to do something like this. Ethereum Classic, and now OP as well. Many people are eyeing OP for shorts. I think OP is also going to be a very nice shorts. But understand one more thing over here is the structure that you see on the OP is clearly A, B, and C over here. And right now the structure what you're watching is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So practically you already got the 5 waves. Now if you're shorting here, it's going to be very tough for you because we may sweep one more time, of course. But the bounce is going to be a retest of 1.35 to 1.36. And probably if we do flip the levels of 1.36, we go up. So basically you play the ranges, okay? And what do you mean by ranges? This is how you play the ranges from here to here, 22%. If you do flip the levels of 1.3581, you first of all close your longs here, wait for it to flip on H4. Once you see two H4 candle closing above, you go long, play like 21.5%. And however, let's say if this is like a small deviation and rejection is happening, so then probably you should be eyeing a 24% dump from here. So that's where my short, the plan for OP would be. So a small push down one more time, and this is how I see OP, and 24-25% move. So practically I think this is can be A, B, C of something. This can be 1, 2, and this whole move down is 3, 4, and this can be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, probably going down something like this. So I think 1.36 to 1.35 is going to be a very nice, absolute nice opportunity for you guys to short. And for longs, I think 1.11 to 1.107 with your stop loss under 1.064 with your take profit targets of 1.347 is should be a scalp long for you guys. That's all what I have, ladies and gentlemen. So please manage your risk for whatever you play. And Ethereum currently I'm looking for something somewhere like 1578. Maybe one sweep is the possibility, but if we do sweep, September opens is where you should definitely long. I think this is going to be very interesting, a big bounce. And yeah, I do think this is A, B, yeah, and probably going for C, something like this, and then probably again dump like this. So this is how I see Ethereum USD. That's all, guys. Thank you so much. And if you would like to support my stream, do trade on Bybit. And also give a follow on the Twitter, and like my stream as well, and follow and share it with your friends, guys, and family members. Thank you so much. And have a very nice night and stay safe. If you have any questions, you have any doubts, do ask. Don't hesitate to ask. You can ask ample of questions in Waltz Wealth group. Tag me. I will definitely try to respond as soon as possible. And if you're not in Waltz Wealth, do try to DM me on Twitter, or maybe tag me on Twitter as well. No problem. Thank you. Have a nice night. Bye-bye.